Welcome, we're back for another bridge weekend. We're in sunny Scarborough, or henceforth otherwise known as Scarbados. I'm just going to show you a view of Scarborough. Now, this is where I was born and bred, and we're playing in a 4-day event, although I didn't play yesterday, run by Ollie Cowan and a Crown Hotel in Scarborough, which is one of these hotels just on the, this is the Esplanade. And what a lovely day. I came yesterday and it was all foggy and stuff, but just to show you just how nice it is here in sunny Scarborough to play 3 days inside playing bridge. So yeah, we're gonna do what we can to do well. We're going to enjoy our time here. There's quite a few people who are in Scarborough for the first time, so I'm like a bit of a tour guide for them. And you can hear hopefully some seagulls in the background. Nice friendly birds seagulls are. They don't shut up sometimes. And you've got Scarborough Castle, the harbour, you've got the Grand Hotel, which at one point was the biggest hotel in Europe, the world, something like that. It was very big at one point. It's since been dwarfed. Yeah, just what a really nice day. And you don't really see, I know I'm squinting a bit, but it is pretty hot. And the weather was meant to be bad this weekend, so this might be the only good day we get. So I thought I'd show you the sights of Scarborough. I'm behind Andy and Hannah. We're sharing a B&B with one of the Allens, and we're coming in to play 3 days with a lovely Abby Milne. Abby is from Scotland, and we're playing with her this weekend and teaming today, which is the team's day, with Jake and Tom. So you may get introduced to them, you may not in a bit. But today we're about half an hour away from starting. It is a multiple teams, which the way that works is you have one session, which we're going to do now, where you play several of the teams and the top few teams qualify for the final from each group of teams. So maybe there'll be like 3 groups of 13 teams or something like that, 3 groups of 10 teams, and the top 3 or 4 teams from each group will qualify for the final. And then we come back after the evening break and we start again from scratch, and we play against all the teams that qualify from the final if we make the final, or we play against all the teams that don't qualify for the final if we're in the consolation teams. So it's good and it's bad. If you have a bad start, it at least gives you something to play for in the evening. You can still win the event you're in. And if you have a good start, well, at least you make the final. Whereas Swiss teams, you can, if you have a good start and then they reset it at halfway, that would feel a bit kind of thing. So just different ways of doing it in different parts of the country, different parts of the world. There's Scarborough Steve. He's also from Scarborough. He's also called Steve over there. You can see him with his mum, and they played yesterday. And they're playing today, I think. I don't know who the teammates are. And we're here at the Crown Spa Hotel, or just the Crown Hotel. So they don't really have a proper spa. They do have a gym and a massage place and maybe some beauty treatments and stuff. So I suppose it is a spa in that regard. But there's Jon. Hi Jon.
Hello.
How you doing?
Bridge time.
Bridge time indeed, yes. So I'm just gonna turn this off, find some people, say hi to them, and let's get going, I guess. So here we are with an expert vlogger himself. He's just back from the championships. This is...
Hello, I am Jake Milne.
That's Jake and Abby, and we're here with Tom Cohen. You know Tom Cohen, everyone knows Tom Cohen, friendly, smiley guy. And we're here. Jake's just come back from the Junior Europeans, I believe, and he was the non-playing captain of the... Sorry? Junior Worlds. He was non-playing captain of the under 31s. He is no longer under 31 himself, and he was captain, and he went and did some vlogs as well. So we talked about all that sort of stuff. So we're here. We've decided we make the biggest decision of the day that we're sitting north-south, and we're playing in the green section. I'm looking around. I can't see anyone menacing, so this might be a good section to qualify from, I think. Oh, Sandy and John are in this section. But yeah, so we'll give it our best shot. I think there's about 35 teams here, so there's quite a few here. I'll show you the playing room. Oops. So you can stand up and... It's not too spacious, but not too cramped. I think you can definitely walk around. Hello. can definitely walk around and stuff. People looking at me, wondering what I'm doing. And hey Frank, just saying hi to people. And I'm just going to show you the trophies that we're fighting for. Andy returned one of the trophies. So trophies are down here. Each. And the excellent director Jonathan Lillycrop there. Hey Jonathan.
Alright.
So yeah, we're gonna find a seat. I know where we sat. Where's the third room? Is there a third room or second room? I might just have a look at a little wonder what the other room looks like because I've not seen it before. Following Steve down the stairs. Hey Stuart. That's saying hi to people. I'm back in Yorkshire, see, everyone knows me. So yeah. Hey Steve, I'm following you to your room. Apparently there's another room down here somewhere. Oh, here it is, okay. I saw this room yesterday, but there's no bridge tables there, so I'll have a peek. Oh. You looking for teammates?
Yeah.
Alright. And we have a much smaller room here, but oh, alright, I'll leave that there. So yeah, we'll be back with some hands. It's probably going to be something like 13 2-1 matches or thereabouts. And then it's not VP, it's just most imps, so you're trying to get as many imps as you can. Opponents just found a really good lead against us in game. We got to a game, needs a trump lead to beat it, and they led a trump even though they've been supported spades. So that was a bit annoying. You have this hand, and I made, I think, quite a bad bid here. But it paid off, and maybe it's better at teams than pairs, I don't know. You have 4 to the 10, 8, Queen Jack X, King X, Jack to 4, and you're playing against maybe a pair that isn't maybe that confident, and your partner opens a spade, and now you're deciding, well, how are you going to show this as a spade raise, when the next hand makes it a bit easier for you. They bid 2 hearts, and you're favourable, so you can now bid 3 spades, which is preemptive but not stupid. Like most, like 5 to 7 with 4 spades, that sort of hand, and that's the sort of thing you've got ish. Maybe a bit. You don't even have to be as good as 5 cats. I think you've got so many ways to raise spades here. You can show good 3-card raises, good 4-card raises, and you can bid just 2 spades. So 3 spades favourable. Should allow partner to be boss of the auction, and then the next hand bids 4 diamonds. Well, over this partner bids 4 spades, and then they bid 5 hearts. So what's going on? Well, because they don't seem that confident, you don't quite know whether 4 diamond shows heart support. So it doesn't feel like necessarily dummy's going to have much heart support. So I just thought, well, I'm going to double. I don't want partner bidding 5 spades, sacrificing at good colours, which they may very well do with any hand with 6 spades. They might just decide, well, 5 spades is cheaper. So I doubled, and then it goes pass, 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 and I reflected on it there. Actually, this is probably going to make more often than not. Just look at your hand. How much defence do you have? One trick, you've probably got 1 heart trick. Like, what have they got for bidding 5 hearts? Ace, king to 6 hearts, and you know the king of diamonds is dead. What's partner got for bidding 4 spades? Any hand with lots of spades. They don't have to have any defence at all. And partner pondered over the double, and I'm like, well, if partner's thinking of pulling this is definitely wrong. So I think that's an awful bid. I think it's really bad, and the and he went 3 off for 800. Partner had the king of hearts and the ace of clubs, and so even though we don't have a spade trick, Declara just ran out of steam, and they've got a partial diamond fit. I'm not sure if 5 diamonds makes. 5 diamonds might have play, but 5 hearts just is off on the top, and she didn't play it very well. The double rattled her a bit. She wasn't that confident, so it's a bad bid that worked. I think it's pretty awful, I think, to double there, because you know you've not got much defence to it. You're basically doubling to say, I don't believe you've got your bid, and she didn't. They didn't really have an understanding. I think because the 3 spade bidders preempted them, they were guessing with 4 diamonds, they were guessing with 5 hearts, and I doubled, and it sort of worked. So I'll take that. I think if I pass, partner's probably passing out with 2 aces, but I don't know. I think they can play it a lot better. The full hand is you may or may not have been up there for a minute or so. I think they can do a lot better if they win They roughed the first spade. We played a spade and just started forcing them, and then they took a diamond finesse which holds, and I'm like, oh god, this is awful. But if from the close point of view, if they play a diamond to the jack and it holds, you're now in a position to play a club off dummy, and maybe you can. I mean, you're not making it, but now when they fly in with the ace of clubs, you're probably only going one off because they're going to set your king and queen up. As it happens, they had to leave clubs out of their hand. They were scared of playing another diamond because of roughs incoming. They played clubs out of hand and then ran out of steam, and yeah, it just didn't go very well. So listening to the bidding, I think if I just listened to the bidding a bit, I shouldn't double there. So that was a bad bid. There's Ollie Cowan. Hi Ollie. He's the organiser guy. I think he's playing today, and he's playing with Drake tomorrow, so I need to go back and sit down now. Here's one for you to mull on between, their hand dryer's going off that way. Here's one for you to mull on between now and when Future Steve comes and does a play problem. This is quite an interesting board in general. It's got two concepts. It's got a play problem and a bidding problem to it. You have this hand, you have 4 to the 10, King Jack 10 to 5, Ace Doubleton, 10-9 Doubleton, something like that. I can't remember the exact pips, but you've got something like that. So like a good 8 count. They open a spade on your right, you pass, the next hand passes, and partner jumps to 3 clubs. Now partner's not a passed hand, so that's the first on the auction. It's got a spade, you pass, 3 clubs from partner, and you are, I think it's red all. What do you and your partner play 3 clubs as, and are you bidding over this? So I have a think, because Future Steve's going to come back with the play on this hand, and the play was quite nice, I think. And then we can talk about what the best use of 3 clubs is, because Abby and I were on different wavelengths, I'm afraid, as to what it was. So we didn't get to the good spot, but we did. We did play it well, I think, so we will see. So have a think, and then in a few minutes' time, Future Steve will come back with the play of the hand. So this is the hand you just saw. You can see what happened at the table. Abby passed, and she didn't think 3 clubs was that good, and she passed. And what do you and your partner play 3 clubs as? And clearly, I think having spoken to people, that I am probably wrong with treating 3 clubs as strong. A lot of people play it as intermediate, and with your strong hands, you're meant to double first. And I just thought it was in protective. It was like a strong jump over call. It doesn't come up very much. And when it is a strong jump over call, it's obviously very useful if you play it like that. But obviously, in terms of frequency, it's probably more important to play it as intermediate. And over an intermediate one, does Abby move? Maybe you should move anyway, because it's teams, and if I have a heart fit. But why haven't I doubled? I mean, it's very clear why I haven't doubled with the hand I've got, I guess. Why I chose to try 3 clubs. Because if you double, you know partner's going to bid a lot of hearts. Partner's going to bid 4 hearts, just like 3 hearts or 4 hearts, like all the time, looking at the hand you have at the set hand. So I think maybe what you're meant to do is bid 2 clubs, hope it doesn't end the auction, and then if partner makes a noise, you just bid 3N or something. So anyway, obviously people think that 3 clubs is intermediate. Whether Abby has a bid over that, we don't know, but she definitely has a bid over if it's strong, and obviously if she doesn't think it's strong, then that is a mistake on our part. So chat with your partner, decide what you think it is. In terms of frequency and intermediate bids, probably going to come up more than the strong bid. Maybe, although when it goes past, maybe not. Maybe frequency, it's close. Anyway, so I'm in 3 clubs, and we've missed a game, probably. Looks like we have 9 top tricks against 3N. We've got 6 clubs, ace, king, ace. So it's a bit irrelevant as to how many tricks I make here. But we'll try and make as many as we can. So king of spades lead. Well, what do we think East is going to do to that? East is going to discard or rough it. So East roughed this and played a spade. So we know West has queen, jack, 2, 4 spades left. And West probably has the ace of hearts and maybe a diamond on her, because East has passed over a spade. And how many clubs do we think East has? I'm not sure they'd rough with 4. It feels like roughing with
3 or 2 is the case, so that maybe you can try and set some tricks up for partner or whatever. But what they did is they ruffed and they played a club back. Now they're trying to maybe stop a diamond ruffing dummy, hoping partner maybe has a club entry to play another club or something like that. But as you can see, we can always get the diamond ruff. So the task is now, can we make more than 9 tricks? We have 9 tricks off the top. We have 6 clubs, ace, king of diamonds, ace of spades. Yeah, we can definitely make a 10th. We can ruff a diamond and dummy. But can we make 11? Yes, we can, if the distribution is favourable. Okay, so what we're aiming to do is to end play West in spades. We know West's remaining spades are queen, jack to 4. So at the end, if they've only got spades left, we can lead a small spade to the 10. They have to put the jack in. And if they've only got spades left, they will then have to lead away from the queen. So that's what we're trying to get to. We're trying to get to that point there. So we win the club in the north hand. And what we need to be doing is we need to ruff all West's hearts away. West has some number of hearts. We're going to play ace, king of diamonds and ruff a diamond at some point. So hopefully that takes all West's diamonds out. But we need to play hearts rough. And also, obviously, if we rough out the ace of hearts, we've got 11 tricks a different way. For example, if West has ace doubleton heart, we get 11 tricks a different way. We just rough out the ace of hearts, and the king of hearts is our 11th trick. So we're going to do that. We're now going to play a diamond to the ace, and we're not going to take the diamond rough now because we need to rough another heart. So we rough another heart, and again, yeah. And then we play king of diamonds, and now we rough a diamond, and then we rough our last heart. Now, we were pretty sure that clubs were breaking. Obviously, they've roughed and they've played one. There's only 2 clubs left. And now, what has happened? Well, if we look back, West followed to 3 diamonds. West followed to 3 hearts, and they had 5 spades, and they had 1 club. They've got 1 card we don't know. If it's a red suit card, we can't end play them. But if it's a club, oops, yeah, we can end play them. Okay, so what is West's last 4 cards? Well, it's the queen, jack to 4 spades. It's what we played at the start. If they've got queen, jack to 4 spades, what do they do now? We know they have to have that, in fact, because East has shown out on the first spade, and West has now played 3 hearts, 3 diamonds, and 2 clubs. We've just been counting the hand. We can play a spade. West takes the jack. But it's end played to lead away from the queen of spades to give me the 10 of spades and the ace of spades. I didn't actually need the king of hearts. It was just like a mirage. But obviously, if the ace doubleton heart and West has 4 diamonds, they wouldn't be end played. But now we set the king of hearts up for a different 11 trick. So we lost imps on the board because we didn't bid the cold 3 no trumps. And I guess I have to. I don't know. I don't really like doubling with this particular hand. You're pretty good. You're very strong. You kind of want to double and bid clubs. But with having no hearts, partner's just going to assume you've got heart support and is going to bid. I mean, with the hand she's got, she might bid 4 hearts. You know, maybe playing me for short spades and heart length. So, and that's just really bad. And then what do I do over that? Well, I have to bid 5 clubs, which happens to make on this line. But I think if they don't rough the first trick, I don't think I get the end play. So if they don't rough at trick 1, I can't actually make 11, I don't think, because the king of spades forces the ace, and now when I duck a spade, they can cash 2 spades. So anyway, nice play, bad bidding.
So there's the room in full flow. I'm walking out because I'm talking about hands people won't have played yet. My lovely partner's getting me a drink. I don't know how well we're doing. I thought we started off well, and I think we've dipped a bit. They must have finished early. There's the Hackett's, John and Martin. They finished early. Anyway, so you've got this hand. You've got 9-8 small, Queen third, Ace Jack X, a Queen 10 small, and you hear. I think you pass. You hear the person on your left go 1 club. And your partner makes a 1 spade overcall, pass to you. You bid 2 spades. You've just got a race to 2 spades. It's a good race to 2 spades, but your Queen 10 4th club, I don't know if 1 club is natural. I don't know how good that's going to be. You're close to making a good raise, I think. If you had like a 10 or 11 count, you would make a good 3-card raise. Here, you're very flat. It's marginal. I think maybe you could. Anyway, you elect to bid 2 spades. And this goes pass, pass. And then the hand that hasn't bid yet bids 3 diamonds. All right, you've got ace, jack, X, but you've got no reason to bid. Partner's 1 spade could be quite light. You never know. This goes pass, pass. And partner doesn't protect with 3 spades. He protects with 3 hearts. So what's 3 hearts? Don't know, maybe some sort of delayed just in case game try or something, or lead directional in case they bid 4 diamonds. Who knows? But it's got to have heart values or something. Like they can double with short diamonds. They could do something else. So it's got to have some sort of thing. But maybe it's some sort of game try. Do you bid game now? Your ace jack of diamonds are well placed, aren't they? But now almost certainly the hand on your left has genuine clubs. So I don't know. So you decide to bid 3 spades, and this goes pass, pass, and then the hand that bids 3 diamonds doubles. What's going on? Like, what is going on? What are they doubling on? Partner didn't have to bid to 3 spades. You've got to have a fair expectation you're going to make 3 spades. You're much better than you could be. The only downside to your hand is you haven't got roughing value. So, well, you're not going to redouble. But what do you think they're doubling on? Can only really be like ace jack to 4 trumps, can't it? Could they have 5 spades? It's a possibility. They could have pushed you up and then doubled you. I mean, you did pass over a spade, and yet they've now bid and bid. If they imagine they've got 6 diamonds and 4 spades, yeah, would they? They'll just bid 2 diamonds first time round. If they're good enough to bid 3 diamonds, they're good enough to bid 2. So why did they not? Well, they've probably got 5 spades. I think possibly you should be bidding 3N here. I don't know if it's clear, but maybe there's arguments for it being the right thing to do. Sorry, isn't there? If you bid 3N, it's got play. 3 spades doesn't, I'm afraid. Spades were 5-0, so the full hand's there. I don't know. I think there is an argument for bidding 3N. I think my partner said she thought about it. She didn't think about it for very long. But it did pop in your head, and I think maybe you do at least consider it, I think, for a bit. If you try and piece together what's happening, who's got what's going on in the auction, and when partner bids 3 hearts, not 3 spades, they've got to be better. I mean, 3 hearts has got to be interesting game, but just maybe not good enough to make a game try first time round. Like a just-in-case game try, maybe the 3 diamond bids make the hand better. Maybe they've got a stiff diamond, maybe they've got no honours in diamonds, and they must have therefore club honours. So I don't know. I'm not sure 3N makes, actually. I think if they go diamond, you might not have time to get all your tricks. I think if they go diamond, you can make it by making 4 heart tricks and then playing him in clubs before setting a spade up. I don't know. You can't set the spades up completely because they'll just clear the diamonds. You can set 1 spade up and then revert your hand. And when they've got a complete misfit defensively, so the defence has a complete misfit, you don't really want to be playing in something where someone's got 5 trumps. You don't really want to be playing in trumps either, because you want to just be effectively, when they've got a misfit, you can effectively shut 1 hand out and play on the other hand. So here, I think you can make 3N on a diamond lead by fixating on the hand with the clubs. I don't know for sure. Double Dummy will tell me whether I'm right or wrong. Maybe there'll be a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Thumbs up if it can be made, thumbs down if it can't. But 3 spades has no play. They got. I can't avoid them getting a ruff at some point. It takes too much effort to draw all their trumps and then set my tricks up. So even though at trick 1 it went a diamond, I played low and they flew in with a king. So now I've got no real losers outside trumps. So I just can't avoid them ruffing something. At some point I have to play a club. So yeah, we're going to see if we squeak through. I'm not sure. It's not sure. Teammates can sometimes bring back some wonderful cards, so let's hope that's the situation. When there's a qualifier and no carryover, do you know what the best strategy is? It's to make it through with virtually no imps to spare, and that's what we did. We didn't put any extra effort in. We made it through with an imp to spare. We came 5th in our section, and our section was one of the larger sections. So there's 2 sections of 5 teams through, and then a small section of 9 teams, where it was 3 teams through. And we've managed to be in a large enough section so that our modicum of plus 21 imps got us through. We're wandering down to the Fish Pan, which is a fish and chip shop on the seafront, which I think's pretty good. There's fish and chip shops in Scarborough. And these guys made it through, I think. They're not looking. Hi guys. They made it through. What was your score?
Plus 39.
Plus 39. That's a sort of comfortable score you need. We scored 133 imps over 24 boards. Some of those are pluses, some are minuses. And yeah, we had some bad boards. Just sometimes in the play, sometimes in the bidding. So we made it through. It's fine. We're good enough to win it from here, and there's no carryover, so it's all irrelevant as into how we did today. It's going to be reset, and we're going to come back, and we're in a 13-team final. So the stand will be tougher. We'll need to play better, whatever happens. And we're going down the seafront. I don't know if you can see earlier. Remember the nice views? Can you see that view there? No view because the sea fret has come in. Sea fret is like fog from the sea. And the lovely view of the harbour and the bay is just being obscured by fog. That's the sort of fog we had yesterday. So, I mean, what can you do, eh? Nothing you can do. It's just weather. It's not too cold, but Andy needs to go back and get a coat. So I've abandoned my team. We're going somewhere else. They were going to some place like a pub where you bring your own food. I didn't really understand it. So we're just going to show these guys a nice fish and chip shop down the seafront. And yeah, we get to wander down the seafront. Oh, there's a seagull nesting. Right, so I'll be back for the second half and see how we do. It's true, we made it. We are in the final, just made it by an imp in the end, and we had a nice dinner. I've made my... we'll see, we'll talk about it, and then I'll tell you at the end how good I think what I did was. You pick up this hand, ace, queen, fourth, too low, jack third, jack 10, 9, fourth, and it goes one heart on your left. Sorry, you have a passed hand, so you pass. It goes one heart on your left, partner doubles, it goes 3 hearts on your right. You have an 8 count with 4 spades. It might be that you've got a part scoring spades easily enough here. If partner's got a regular, standard, take out double, you are likely to make 3 spades. The issue is, if you bid 3 spades, partner's always going to think you've got a bit more and bid 4. So, systemically here, I think you've got to do something, and if you double, partner's never passing it, so maybe double's the right bid to do. Maybe if you double, if partner's ever got a 5-card mine, you get to the 5-card miner, but your partner might think that if you double, you haven't got 4 spades. So my guess is with a regular partnership, you'll have a better sense of style here, but I just thought, I don't want to be bought out of this auction. If we can make a game, I need to be bidding now. I need to bid 3 spades as the most likely game we're going to get to. We're not going to make 3N if partner can't overcall a no trump, I don't think. And so I bid 3 spades, which I think is fine. And it goes pass, and then your partner bids 4 diamonds, pass. Well, they've doubled and then bid a new suit, so this feels like a good hand, and it feels forcing. But you've already overbid a bit. Do you think you're making 5 diamonds here? Especially when, well, because you ask what system they're playing. They're playing 5-card majors and they're strong no trump. So often the hand on your left is going to have 5 hearts and a weak no trump, and the hand on your right is going to have 4 hearts. So it looks like partner's got 2 hearts there. If partner's got 2 hearts, are you really making 5 diamonds very often? Maybe they've got ace X, but you're going to lose a heart probably, if not 2. And they've opened on your left, so maybe the king of spades is wrong. I know your partner doesn't have to have it. I mean, what's partner's hand for doubling them bidding diamonds? Ace, king, queen to 6. Ace, queen of clubs. It's still not great, is it, to bid 6 there? To 5 there. I mean, you've got play. I suppose on the spade and the club finesse, it makes opposite what I've just said. So maybe there. I think I ummed and ahed, and I thought the 2 hearts is really a really bad holding. If I had 3 hearts, it'd be a lot more comfortable. They were only losing 1 heart, but I think enough for the time partner will have 2 hearts here that maybe bidding 5 is too much. And you might think, oh, it's Team Steve, bid 5 and go 1 off and take it. But sometimes you'll have overbid too much that you'll go 2 off. I mean, what if the finesses are all wrong? What if partner's only got like 6 times? I don't know. I think this is a bad bid by me. I passed, and I think it's bad. And I think it's the main reason it's bad is that partner has made a forcing bid and you've passed it. That's not good. Your partner shouldn't ever be fearful of you passing a forcing bid. It's a bit like when you make a penalty double, the partner pulling it. You've got to be very wary of doing that, because if partner starts pulling your penalty doubles, you might stop doubling when you think it's going off for fear that partner's going to pull them. So here, I passed a forcing bid. I think that's a big no-no. I would get angry if my partner did that to me. I just couldn't put partner in enough hands with 5 diamonds is making, and sadly they misdefended, so she made 6. There's the full hand. She has a pretty good hand. Having the king of spades and a 7th diamond, I mean, it's just a killer, really. It's just, there's just, with the ace of hearts on the side, which is very likely, there's just 11 tricks off the top and 3 spades. I mean, meant she make 12 when they didn't find the club switch. So, bad Steve, don't pass forcing bids. And if you do it, because if you do it, you've got no defence, really. Like if you're the sort of people to discuss it in the bar afterwards, if you pass a forcing bid and it's wrong, you can't defend yourself. Yeah? Yeah, I'm looking like a mastermind, maybe to gain a few imps, but we've just missed the game. So the only hope is that you don't get to game if my hand doesn't bid. So maybe it goes double, pass 3 hearts, pass 4 diamonds. Now pass might seem more likely. I don't know. The venue's nice, but I think the room's a bit too small to film in when people are playing, because my voice carries a bit. Teacher Steve, you see, projecting and that sort of thing. So anyway, you pick up this hand. You have Jack to 3, void, Ace Queen to 5. Oops, low down. Ace Queen to 5. And Ace King Jack to 5. So you've got a good hand, and 2 people bid before it gets to you. Everyone's vulnerable, and they open a heart on your left. Not surprising, that's your void. And partner's in there with stop. Oh, this is good. Wherever she bids, this is really good, because I've got a fit for everything she's got. She bids stop 2 spades and goes pass on your right. What are your thoughts? Well, what can partner put? Well, partner's vulnerable. I haven't passed, so we said in this position she should be sound. And she's likely to have a good spade suit, and if that's the case, let's just hypothetically imagine partner's got Ace King to 6 spades. If spades break 2-2, how many tricks are you making? Well, you're going to make 6 spades in partner's hand. You're going to make however many heart ruffs you get in my hand, let's say 2. They're going to lead a heart trick 1. That's 8, and then you've got Ace King of clubs, Ace of diamonds, that's 11. So if partner's got a sensible week 2, you're in the picture of 11, and you've not got any tricks to lose off the top. So what do? Well, what I'm going to do now is I want to see how good partner's overcall is, and I could bid key card now. That seems a bit exuberant, but I could get some more information. The auction's not going to die if I make some sort of forcing bid, and 3 of mine is forcing, but I kind of want to keep my hand secret. Maybe they double as in 4 spades. You know, I would love that. So I just bid 3 hearts as like a raise to 4 spades. I'm going to see if partner can bid 4 spades. If partner can jump to 4 spades, I'm going to look for 6. And this goes 4 hearts on my left by the hand that opened 1. 4 spades from partner, so she accepts the game try. Pass. Well, one of the things you could consider is, from this point of view now, partner could have Ace King Queen to 6 spades. That's sensible, like in a flattish hand. And now you're just on one of the minors to provide a top trick. Or partner could have 7 spades. And whoever partner's got 7 spades, she's going to have suitable cards elsewhere. They're unlikely to be in hearts, because this one's bid hearts. I think if you bid 6 spades here, you're going to make it more often than not on the bidding that's transpired so far. Yeah? So I bid 6 spades, and everyone went, oh, okay, that's not what anyone was expecting. When partner makes a weak bid, it's very unlikely, and this hand jumps to, effectively bids 4 hearts by himself. He's got to have a good hand there. I just bid game. Slam. So the full hand's there. You can see that it's pretty cold on a heart lead. You just basically rough 2 hearts in my hand, and because spades are 2-1, you don't lose any spade tricks. And because partner's got the ace of hearts, we don't need an extra trick from the minors in my hand. We basically get to rough 2 hearts in my hand. Partner makes 6 of her 7 spades, that's 8 tricks. We've got the ace of hearts is 9, and then I've got ace, king, ace for 12 tricks. So a pretty cold, pretty good slam there. And it's a combined, what's partner got? An 8 count, opposite my 15 count. So it's a combined 23 point slam. So, you know, it's against a good team is the annoying thing. So there's a very good chance they replicate that. Very good chance to replicate that. So well, let's hope they don't. Let's hope they don't. Niraj is. Oh, he's got a drink. Oh, it's water though. It's water. That's a shame, isn't he? Is he toning it down for backers tonight? Is it? And we're done. I'm about to show you a brilliant hand my partner played. Very, very good. Just so you get another look at the playing venue. We're going to go and score. And now I can speak a bit louder now. Whoops. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze past. Teammates are done, they're drunk, there's one of them. Good or bad? Bad. Alright. Well, we picked up near the end. We've got some good ones. My partner, we've got our good last round. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Yeah, we need 8 good rounds apparently we need. So yeah, we're done now. We're going to score up. I'll let you know what the score is. I mean, ever so slight different choices. This is the full hand, and there are choices on this hand. Now this hand's mad. If you just look at the north-south hands, I'm just going to sneak outside, I think. Sneak outside because it's a bit loud there. If you just look at the north-south hands, you're like, on the club lead, if things break, you've got 13 top tricks. And then spades are 4-0 and they find the diamond switch, so you make 10. So from a north-south perspective, you can be any number of spades reasonably, and expect to have play. Now, if spades are 3-1 and they don't lead a diamond, you still make 12. So to not make slam, they need to be exactly 4-0, I think, to not make slam. And then you lose 2 spades and if maybe a diamond, which means 5 spades isn't safe. So anything can remember this hand. We got to play it in 4 spades. What do you do with my hand? I was south and it's gone past to me. I think you just have to open these. You're 6-5 in the majors, you've got 2 aces, you've got a void. If you're going to be making game on this hand, obviously you're not looking at slam with your flat 9, well, not flat 9 count, with your 9 count. You're not looking for slam. But I think you just have to open these. You don't really want a spade lead, but if they get to 3N and they lead a spade, partner leads a spade, you've got 2 aces. Maybe you do get to set your spades up. So I don't know. So, and then the other decision on the hand is, what do you do with the west hand? It goes pass a spade, and you've got these 8, effectively 8 solid clubs. And normally 7-4 bids some more, 8-4 bid even more. Not like you can score up. You can score up. Yeah. With the 8 solid clubs, like, I mean, but the problem is the vulnerability is just so bad. You've got a decent diamond suit and 8 solid clubs, and a singleton avoiding the suit and a singleton near the major. Partner hasn't opened. I don't know. I mean, is it worth 5 clubs? You've got to be pretty good to bid a vulnerable 4 clubs against not when partners are past hand. You've still got to be pretty good, but do you have to be this good? I don't know. I think maybe with 12 cards in the minors, there is an argument for bidding 5 diamonds, and 5 diamonds probably buys the 5 clubs probably buys the contract. What does, like, imagine if it goes a spade 5 clubs, what do you do with Abby's hand? You've got ace, king, king, and partners opened. I mean, you just double it because the colours are right, and it makes. So who knows what's happened? We're about to score up. I mean, anything could happen there. Maybe they bid 6 spades and you sack in 7 clubs, and then partner yells at you because they've got 6 spades beat in their own hand. Who knows? We just played it in 4 spades, so looking at the travel, it doesn't look like we had that much fun. So, you know, ever so slight margins there. We didn't bid too high, and he bid exactly 4 clubs, which is, unfortunately for them, the worst bid he can make, because we then get to the game and we can't make any more, and they've got a cold 600 their way. So this is Abby's hand. You get to 6, whatever the trump is, 6 hearts on this hand. And from the north-south perspective, from the north-south perspective, you get to 6 hearts. So you open a heart, partner bids, 2 clubs, game forcing, either balanced or so balanced with 3 hearts or clubs. You bid 2 hearts, showing 6 usually. Partner bids 3 hearts, which is forcing. You bid 4 clubs, which is a Q bid, but you're not serious about slam. It's non-serious. Your partner bids key card over this. You show how many you've got, and partner bids 6 after checking on the Queen of Hearts. So you're in 6, and when partner puts dummy down, you think, oh, brilliant, my singleton club's working. It's opposite 4 small, but you don't quite have 12 tricks. If you had a 4th spade, you could potentially get 2 spade ruffs in partner's hand. Got to just worry about a 4-0 heartbreak as well. So, and you've potentially got to find the Queen of Diamonds. Now imagine your hand was 4-6-2-1. Now it's cold. You just rough 1 spade in my hand and you just got 12 tricks. So it's very difficult to find out about shape like that, I think. And it's difficult to find out about the Queen of Diamonds in time. So I'm gambling a bit that partner's got the right cards, I guess, and you know. So it's maybe not the best slam to bid, but it's got play. So you get the ace of clubs lead from the hand on lead. That would be the east hand in the picture. And it goes ace small, queen small, and then they switch. So you don't necessarily know where the king of clubs, but it feels like the king of clubs is also with the ace, because it seems a weird lead to do when you've Q-bid clubs. And when they don't play another club, it also feels like they've got the king of clubs on lead, because then they would know that your Q-bid is a singleton. So ace of clubs, small, 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 and they switch to a spade. So you play a trump to the queen just in case hearts are 4-0 and you need to pick up the jack or something, and you find out who's got the void. Everyone follows. Then you play a second heart to the king. Everyone follows. So your goal now is to work out how to play the diamonds. If you can work out who's got the most diamonds, you can potentially guess what to do. And so my partner won the second heart in dummy, roughed the club, crossed to the 8 of hearts, which is now high, and roughed the club, and this is where the king appears. So the king was with the opening leader. It looks like the opening leader's got ace, king, X of clubs. Now you unblock the spades, you play spade to the king, and you rough the last club to just double check what's happening. So when you play the last club, the hand on lead shows out, and then when you play the queen of spades, the other hand shows out. So you know spades were 6-2. I know this is a bit difficult to follow. You know spades are 6-2, you know clubs are 5-3, and you know hearts are 2-2. So you've actually got, because people have shown out at an opportune moment, you've actually got a count on the hand. You know the opening leader, this is East, you know the opening leader is 6-2-2-3, and you know the other hand is 2-2-4-5. So you now notice the diamond pips. You do have a chance at making 3 diamond tricks, which is all you need. You don't need 4, you only need 3. You do have a chance of making 3 diamond tricks if the queen of diamonds is offside, as long as you get it right and pin the 10. So you can make the contract if the hand on lead, if East has queen of diamonds, doubleton, you just play the king of diamonds and take a finesse and it pops up. Or 10 of diamonds doubleton, in which case you need to cross the ace of diamonds and run the jack. So it feels like a 50-50 guess. And you know me, and this feels like a complete 50-50 guess. You know me, when it's a 50-50 guess, you play the one that looks fanciest. If it's a genuine 50-50, which it is in this case, like between a squeeze and a finesse, you play for the squeeze, because it looks better, it feels better when you do it. So my partner is, I think of this school of thought, crossed to the ace of diamonds and ran the jack. And he goes small, you now have to play small, dropping the queen, doesn't gain now because you lose to the 10, small, and the 10 appeared. Brilliant, 12 tricks, we won 13 imps on the board. So, well done partner. Now, This is where you can be a bit sneaky. Imagine that you're good enough to know what Declarer's doing, and Declarer had shown the King of Diamonds in the bidding, because when they showed the Queen of Hearts, they showed the King of Diamonds as well. If you are the East hand and you have 10x of diamonds, when Declarer plays a diamond towards dummy without playing the King first, you should know, looking at the diamonds in dummy, what they're about to do. And what you should do is you should play the 10 of diamonds. Because once they play a diamond to the ace, if you're sure they're going to run the jack on the next one, you know they're going to make it. So what you should do is play the 10 of diamonds. What holding would you legitimately play the 10 of diamonds from? Queen 10 doubleton's the only one. Now you give Declarer a losing option. Declarer has now got the opportunity now, because the 10 of diamonds is gone, to drop the queen. So when you play a diamond to the ace, it goes diamond 10, ace small, and now you've got a two-way guess. You can either finesse the queen, or you can try and drop the queen. So I think that's an interesting, if I do this, you do that, but if you do this, I do that kind of situation. And thankfully for my partner, they weren't put to the test. Once they play the diamond to the ace and the 10 doesn't appear, you've only got one option. You have to run the jack, knowing that you know a complete count of the hand in terms of how many cards each person has in each suit. So it's important when you're counting the hand to just delay the critical decision until you need to take it. And my partner did that, played the thing that looked the best, and that's why my partner's the thumbnail to this video.